A massive win for UWS over Sydney Uni, showing the goods right from the start. The Giants booted 8 goals in the first quarter with 4 behinds, while Sydney Uni managed 1 of each. Another 10 goals to UWS in the second. Defence was outstanding, keeping Uni from kicking any goals, limiting them to 2 points. UWS held a 108-point lead at the main break. It was a similar story in the second half, with UWS booting another 16 goals. Sydney Uni improved in front of goal, finishing with 4 majors. Christian Jacks was the game's top goal kicker. He booted 6 for UWS. Joseph Redfern added 5. 4 for Nathan Wilson and 3 to Thomas Downey, James Stewart, Liam Sumner and Samuel Frost, with another 8 kicking majors. For Sydney Uni, Tim Barrett booted 3 for his side's 4 goals, with others coming from the boot of Peter Dugmore. The 192-point win is a big percentage booster for UWS, who moved to 4th, while Sydney Uni stay in 7th. The final score 34-18, 222 to 4-6-30. It was a big round 20 clash between the Brisbane Lions and Sydney Swans. The first half was tight. Both sides booted 4 goals each in the first quarter, with the Swans up by 2 points at the change. The Swans got the upper hand in the second quarter, but only just. They kicked 5 goals and 8 behinds, while Sydney booted 4 goals and 1 behind to trail by 11 at half-time. The Lions came out of the sheds determined, piling on 8 goals in the third quarter, limiting the Swans to 2. The Swans stepped up defence in the final term, keeping the Lions goalless, limiting them to 5 behinds, while slotting 3 goals and 1 single pointer. But the Lions' third quarter efforts won them the match. Stephen Martin kicked 4 goals for the Queenslanders, as did Patrick Karnezis. Aaron Cornelius booted 3, with 2 each to Ashley McGrath and Todd Banfield. For the Swans, Mitch Morton was the go-to man. He kicked 6 majors. Dean Towers helped out with 3, while Jordan Weir booted 2. The score at the final siren, 17-17, 119 to the Lions, to 13-8, 86 for the Swans. Eastlake dropped to 5th on the Eastern Conference ladder after a tough trip north to tackle Southport. The Sharks held the lead at every change, starting with 3 goals 2 in the first quarter. Eastlake were kept goalless with just 1 behind. Southport slotted another 3 goals and 5 behinds in the second, with the Demons winning the quarter with 4 goals. The Demons held an 18-point lead at the main break. The third quarter was a close contest. Both sides kicked 4 goals, 3 behinds to the Sharks and 2 to Eastlake. Southport ramped up their efforts in the final stanza, booting 6 goals and 3 behinds to Eastlake's 1 goal 2. Cleve Hughes was the game's top goal kicker with 5 to his name. Joshua Baxter and Glenn Screech booted 3, with 2 to Jason Burge. Hayden Armstrong kicked 2 majors for Eastlake, as did Dean Ralston with 5. Other players pitching in with 1 of each. In the end, Southport were too strong, taking the 50-point win. Hills Eagles walked away with the win against Tuggeranong. The Eagles got off to a flying start, setting up the win with a 9-goal haul in the first quarter. Tuggeranong managed 1 goal. The Eagles then kicked 3 majors in the second quarter, while the Hawks kicked 5. The Sydney side held a 48-point lead at the start of the third quarter. They added another 3 goals, as did Tuggeranong. A similar story in the final stanza, with Hills Eagles kicking 3 goals, with Tuggeranong kicking 4. Jamie Vlatko booted the most goals for the match. He slotted 6 for Hills Eagles. Eugene Kruger, Eamon Buchanan, Stephen Doyle and Scott Reid booted 2 each. For the Hawks, Brent McLeod kicked 4 majors, with 2 from Peter McGrath and Ashley Pocock. Hills Eagles' domination in the first quarter led to the win, 18-13, 121 to 11-11, 77. Aspley hold on to third place on the Northern Ladder with a 42-point win over Labrador, who remain in 9th. The Hornets held a 14-point lead at the first break after booting 4 goals 5 to Labrador's 2 goals 3. Aspley kicked another 4 in the second with 6 behinds, while Labrador added 3 goals too. After the main break, Aspley added another 3 goals to the board, with the Tigers kicking 4. A surge for the Hornets in the final quarter, booting 7 goals, limiting Labrador to 3. 12 players contributed for Aspley, including Nathan Clark, who was returning from injury. He booted 1 of Aspley's 18 goals. For Labrador, 8 players racked up majors. The final score for round 20, Aspley 18-17 125 to Labrador 12-11 83. Redland remain in the race for finals after a big win over the NT Thunder in Alice Springs. The Thunder booted 5 goals too in the first quarter, but Redland had the edge, kicking 7 goals too. A tight second term with both sides adding 5 goals, with the Bombers holding a 13-point lead at the main break. A big second half for the Bombers, booting 7 goals in the third and 5 in the fourth, while the Thunder kicked 4 in the third and just 1 in the fourth. Christopher Dunn kicked 6 majors for the Thunder, with another 6 players getting on the board, while Josh Pullman kicked 6 for Redland, with a healthy 5 coming from Luke Rogerson. It's the third win in a row for the Bombers, who are now level with the Thunder on 36 competition points. The final score, 15-8 98 to 24-14 158. It was a very close contest between Ainslie and Queanbeyan, with the Tigers' dream of making finals all but over after the narrow 3-point loss. Queanbeyan started well, holding a 5-point lead at the quarter time after kicking 3 goals and 3 behinds, while the Tricolours kicked 2 and 4. Another good quarter to the Tigers in the second, limiting Ainslie to 1 goal and 4 behinds. They could have created a bigger gap, but managed 2 goals and 5 behinds. Ainslie clawed their way back in the third, kicking 5 goals 3 to the Tigers' 3 goals 2 to hold a narrow 2-point lead going into the final term. It was an even contest in the end, both sides kicking 2 goals in the fourth, but Ainslie held on to take the win. Luke Jajura, Nicholas Payne and Jeremy Hurst all kicked 2 for Ainslie, with 4 others contributing, while for Queanbeyan, Kane Stevens led the way with 3 goals. James Kavanagh added 2, with another 5 players helping out. In the end, it was Ainslie with a 10-16-76 defeat of Queanbeyan, 10-13-73. Mount Gravatt came so close to an upset, but Morningside held on to claim the win by a narrow margin. It was a close contest for the entire match. Mount Gravatt kicked 2 goals to Morningside's 1 goal 7 in the first quarter. Just 1 point was in it at the end of the first quarter, with the Vultures up. That switched at half-time, with Morningside holding the 1-point lead at the main break, after Mount Gravatt booted 4 goals and 4 behinds to Morningside's 5 straight. Another arm wrestle in the third, with 3 goals each, 5 single-pointers to the Vultures, giving them the 1-point lead again at three-quarter time. Mount Gravatt kicked 1 more goal for the game, with another 2 for the Panthers, but 4 behinds to Mount Gravatt and 3 to Morningside, giving the Panthers the 4-point win. Adam Eckerman kicked 6 of the Vultures' 10 goals, while Kent Aby slotted 3 for Morningside and 2 to both Tyson Upton and Lachlan Russ. A commendable effort from the Vultures, but in the end, Morningside ended up with the points. The final score 10-15-75 to 11-13-79. Belconnen remain on top of the Eastern Conference ladder, with the Swans and Ainslie following on 40 points. UWS Giants and Eastlake next on 36 points. Queanbeyan sit outside the 5, with Sydney Uni 7th, Hills Eagles 8th and Tuggeranong 9th. The Brisbane Lions are a win clear on top of the Northern ladder. Southport sit second, Aspley in third, then Morningside and the Gold Coast Suns rounding out the 5. The NT Thunder and Redland share 36 points. Broadbeach are 8th, Labrador 9th, with Mount Gravatt in 10th. For round 21, Tuggeranong take on Eastlake at Greenway. Sydney Swans are up against UWS Giants. Hills Eagles face Sydney Uni, with Queanbeyan tackling Belconnen. Mount Gravatt host Brisbane Lions. Redland and Broadbeach will battle it out. The NT Thunder travel to Southport for their clash with the Sharks, and the Gold Coast Suns host Labrador. For more info, head to neafl.com.au, and to stay up to date with NEAFL fixtures, results and news, Download the NEAFL app from your app store.